What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Neon Diamond 101 back again, talking about the 100, the 100, the hundo, whatever you want to call it. Playing this over some Horizon Zero Dawn. Haven't played this in ages, so probably not really gonna play that much or do a lot. But obviously, main character looks a lot like some Asgeda or some Tree Crew or some Grounder mix of whatever. So I felt like what better game to play while talking about the 100 than play Horizon Zero Dawn. And if you haven't played this game, obviously, main character is an outcast, and nobody really wants to speak to the main character. I forgot the main character's name actually. Good job, man. But yeah. So I had this video thought of for like a week, and it was supposed to be my rant on why I hate Octavia. And then I watched yesterday's episode, and I was like, this is everything that I've wanted for years. For years, I've wanted some, not like explanation, but kind of like some hope of Octavia redeeming herself or like coming from this darkness. And I'm just like, when is this going to happen? Obviously, I'm talking about season 6, What You Take With You, season 6, episode 9. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this episode or you haven't watched season 6 at all, I highly suggest you don't watch this video. I mean, you can if you want, but I mean, you hear my voice and obviously you consent to being spoiled from this point on. So, yeah, for so long, and I'm someone who loves 100. I've watched since the beginning, when it aired on CW, and I was just very intrigued. And I say it because usually I'm the person who like binges shows after like they become popular. So thankfully I was in the 100 right when it started. I was like right in there. Just found the whole concept obviously very intriguing. 100 juveniles sent down to the ground, and we all go from there. Now season 6, it's a completely different show. I'm thinking of doing another video about my thoughts on season 6 because it's kind of mixed for me. I am very surprised that people love it a lot. So, but obviously that's good because um, I love the show too. But the season, I'm not saying I'm not feeling it as much, but it's a lot, to change planets, and I just think some of the storylines is just not really feeling like that good old 100. But obviously, it's not book one anymore. It's a new show, new writers. So I do accept that. I don't want to complain about that. Might make a rant or just uh, a video about my thoughts on that. But back to Octavia. Being hidden away for so long, being that illegal maybe obviously because you can only have one kid on the ark due to population and obviously resources, air, etc. Octavia is always hidden, and I guess we can always say that maybe we didn't really know her, being her, that mystery girl who came into Pike's classroom, and everyone like whispering that's the girl who's hidden away, or her finally walking out on season 1, episode 1, and breathing the air and the earth, and embracing the world, and obviously her and boys because obviously she's been hidden away, so she really hasn't had any interaction with boys other than Bellamy, who's been an integral part of her life. And I think one of the parts that annoys me, and I've been rewatching seasons lately, is just like how she wanted to become a grounder. But looking back, and I'm like I said, I'm a very empathetic person with these characters because obviously it's just a TV show. But yeah, but still, like these characters are like very like they're dynamic. They're not just like one dimensional. So obviously, Octavia has like a bitterness towards the arc, how they do things, because she was punished for something that wasn't her fault. She was born, and her mother unfortunately had to like sleep with one of the guards, senior guards, um, because she wanted, I think, to skip their searches, and also to get Bellamy in the guard as well. And rewatching the episode where she gets to go to the ball, and she's actually outside of her the room and stuff, and um, seeing people and interacting with people, and then obviously that lockdown where Bellamy gets caught and he's kicked off the guard. It's just like we really don't know. It's kind of like one of those things where you're like, wow, like she's been hidden all her life, and she gets this one moment her brother like really loves her and he wants her to experience new things, but at the same time it's like they broke the rules, and so Mama gets floated, Bellamy gets I think he's like a janitor or something. And then obviously she's taken to the skybox, I believe. Octavia is a very interesting character, but one thing I think about her that annoyed me so much was just how angry she was. And, her killing Pike, obviously, I wasn't a huge fan of that. That's just me, personally. And even in yesterday's episode, Pike talked about, he was on redemption until Octavia killed him. And I truly believe that. Like, from all we know and from all we've seen, like, landing in Ice Nation territory, who are most likely, who were like the most ruthless, obviously, Earth's gone, the most ruthless grounders of the 12 clans. And it's just like, being subject to all that stuff. And obviously in season 4 we see them go back to Farm Station, and obviously they're still people as slaves. So it's obviously we do know that Ice Nation they're not very good people. So just that experience alone, I just think I don't excuse Pike for what he did. I think it was, from what he knew, he was doing the best job he did, but still ruthless, but still he was on redemption, and Octavia took that away from him. And I just think from a logical standpoint, it's like, where is Octavia going? It's like all this anger, all this, Blood Rana, you're one crew, you're enemy of one crew. At first she was kind of weak, and she met Lincoln. She learned a lot about the Grounders. She was intrigued by the Grounders. She felt more of a Grounder than, her own people. And so even, the many times where she punished Bellamy, and I'm just like, grow up. But then I'm thinking, like, Octavia lacks like a lot of basic, maybe like empathy or social skills that most of the 100 have, even though they've all gone through things and have dealt with them in different ways. I think just Octavia, not really having any friends growing up or anything besides her family, it's kind of like why, Indra kind of like gravitated towards her, why she had that connection with her. It's very interesting to think about, and for so long this video was supposed to be about ranting about Octavia is so angry, and why is she angry, and when is she going to redeem herself. I mean, we've gone through Murphy's redemption, although he's kind of gone back, and I'm like, what are we doing here? But whatever. I was also going to talk about Raven in the same light. Ironically, I don't think they've had many scenes together, have they? Or yeah, I can't even remember like Octavia and like Raven speaking. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, so just for me, it's just been like thinking about like the journey, from season 1 to now. And from yesterday's episode, seeing Octavia go through that time anomaly, and her and Pike, and Blood Rain about to get rid of Pike, and then her with the sword. I was rooting for. I was like, oh, but I think Blood Rain is gonna kill Pike, and then obviously, boom, and it's too late to obviously, she's killed a lot of people. She's done a lot of things. She doesn't want forgiveness. She wants redemption, and I'm looking forward to that. And I think just because I've been looking forward to it so long, I've been like, Octavia. I feel like she's gotten worse. Like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blood Rain, and that was crazy. And I'm just like, wow. And it's just like everything with Bellamy in the pits, and the thing that really pissed me off of what she burned the farm. I'm like, wow, like you really want this power. You really want everyone to go to the valley. And the worms and everything, like literally Octavia would have fit in well with the Ice Nation, because I get the rebellion side, obviously, Sky Rippa, she was still like logical, still angry, but once she went to Blood Rain and all that stuff, that was just, she was far gone. And even like the way she talked, it was like, but she still had that light in her, like when she says, my brother, my responsibility, and obviously, she wants to save Indra. Gaia and Bellamy when everyone's shooting in the valley after that they got set up. So it's like obviously that light is still in Octavia, but as a viewer, it's so frustrating as because there's like times where I was like, I never wanted Octavia to die, but I was like, where is she going? Like she's just so angry, and I'm like, where is this going? Same for Raven. I don't know if I should make a separate video per se, but I mean, kind of the same with Raven. I'm kind of like not as thrilled with her as I used to be. And The 100 is one of those unique shows with obviously a lot of TV shows have strong female characters, but this show is loaded with female characters from the new ones to old ones. Obviously with Clark, we've got Dioza now, Indra, Octavia, Raven, Abby to some extent. I mean, what happened in the last episode, that was crazy. And I don't really mind Abby. I'm kind of curious where her storyline is coming. For me and Abby, I'm kind of just like curious. But for me and Octavia, like I know them personally, just in my opinion, it's like Octavia, like where is this going? Like where is all this anger like gonna go? I just don't know. And like even when she was like unfrozen, the first or second episode, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna end well. Obviously, I know like once you're frozen, it's not like your personality changes or like you mature. I mean, you're still suspended in ice. Like you're still supposed to be the same person. But I'm like, at least maybe you could chill out a little bit. Get it? Chill out, cause the ice and the suspension, that was a lame joke. But anyways, I think that's all I gotta say about Octavia, and I might make a separate video about Raven. Let me know what you guys think about this. Obviously, it's crazy how one episode completely changed everything. I just needed that like hope of growth from Octavia, and I never really got that before. And I wouldn't say like she's my favorite character, but I've always enjoyed her character, and especially with her and like the other Sky people. But it seems like gradually she's growing away from them, and so it's harder for her to connect. Obviously, I do like Indra and the Tree Crew. Obviously, Lincoln dying sucked. The way he died sucked, and so I'm just very curious now that the time anomaly showed Octavia. I mean, she couldn't say for sure, but she knew she has to do something, and so I assume this has to do with saving Clark or whatever. But also, I think she has to go back to Sanctum because Russell's not very happy, and he's probably gonna kill all of our friends. So Octavia's gotta get there and save everyone. So I think that'll be her redemption, is to get back to they're all in Sanctum. What am I talking about? Well, you know what I mean, the palace or whatever, the whatever. Because I remember someone saying back to Sanctum. I mean, they're all in Sanctum. Anyways, never mind. I was just confused for a second there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Octavia. Like I said before this episode, I was gonna rant hard on her anger and like why I do get her anger. I do understand, being shunned and everything she went through. Her mom being floated, being punished for something she didn't have any control over, and her having a strong connection with Tree Crew, Indra, Lincoln, etc. I just think that anger has been going way too long. But after this episode, I got what I needed. I needed clarity. I needed to know what Octavia wanted, and I'm really excited to see her growth. And maybe it might be her sacrifice. I mean, obviously in season 5, they kind of tease that fact where she's gonna die, and then they save her in the rover, which was a good scene, by the way. Great music too, where she's looking at Bellamy and then he's looking at what's her face? I forgot her name. His girlfriend. I thought it was a good scene, and then obviously Maddie drives away. But yeah, that was part 1 of season 5 finale. In case you were wondering, like the last scene. But anyways, so yeah, Octavia, wasn't a fan for a long time. Understood her anger, but I was like, when is she gonna learn from this or kind of get over this? And yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same thing with people in Jasper. Like, I know people, and I'm gonna make a video about this. I will make a video about this, so I'll probably just save that for later. But yeah, it's been your boy Neon9101. If you feel like following me on Twitter, do so. I mean, I don't really tweet that much, but I might change soon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment on your thoughts about Octavia. any suggestions about the 100. Plan on talking about other shows as well that I've watched in the past. And yeah, so thank you all so much. Peace.